This show is proudly brought to you by the #Me Network.
Welcome to this week's episode of Bits of Awesome, brought to you by needitwantitgadget.co.nz. Check them out for all sorts of geekery and nerdy wee gadgets. They've got the Sphero, if you've got an Android device or tablet, or even the iPad, I think works with it. It's this cool ball, and it moves around and stuff, all controlled from your phone. You can terrorise your cats with it, as well as they also stock some awesome retro game emulated devices such as the Sega handheld, and I happen to know they've got a very cool device coming to the New Zealand market later this year, but we can't talk about that right now. But check out all the other goodies they've got at needitwantitgadget.co.nz. On with the show.
Bits of Awesome, the Retro Gaming Podcast.
Welcome to this week's Bits of Awesome. I'm Phid McAwesome.
And I'm at Evil Card.
And this week we're doing a bit of a special on our favourite top 5.
The top 5. Hard to limit it down to 5, eh?
It is very hard to limit it down to 5. It's, our top 5 games of all time. So where are we sort of going to stop this off, I wonder?
So I reckon we go from 5 to 1.
But we start off the show every week with King of Picks.
King of the Picks.
Yeah, now things have I guess they're kind of picking up. And when I say they're picking up down here, it means I've actually found something this week.
Well, what have you found?
Well, I have the full set of the GameCube Resident Evil collection now, I think. There's only 6 of them, eh?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that happened all in 1 week. That's a pretty good find. I didn't trade is kind of a pickup, so yeah.
Yeah, I think trade's definitely a pickup.
Yeah, so it did pretty well out of that. So, yep, Resident Evil 0, 2, 3, 4, and Veronica. So, yeah, that's the full set, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's an amazing pick, and I am going to say it's an amazing pick only because I'm very envious.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get just 0 for a long time, but every time it comes up at a price that I'm not willing to pay for it.
Yeah, and I wasn't willing to pay stupid prices either. It's just lucky that a local guy had them on Trade Me at a stupid price, which they're probably worth, to be honest, and we worked out a trade because the auction fell through. But it was sort of helped by the fact he went garage sailing and then found the full set again with a GameCube for $10, so he gave me a pretty good deal.
Oh, wow.
Insane luck, eh?
I know, right? I mean, I've had some pretty good luck with garage sales and stuff, but that's crazy, like $10 for the whole set.
Yeah,
and a GameCube.
And the GameCube. So I didn't get them at that price. I had a bit of a trade with him, which worked out all good. So we made this trade on the Thursday night, and then I get a message on Saturday morning saying, "You won't believe what I've just found." And yeah, for $10 he'd found the full set again in the fucking GameCube.
Holy shit. Well, I think my best pick over the last couple of weeks has been, I bought something I'd never heard of before purely because it looked awesome.
Oh, I think I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, I walked into an op shop. They had 2 boxes that both had PlayStation logos on them. Yet everything else on it was in Japanese. It was a Japanese game. And I mean, when I say boxes, I mean they were big boxes. Opened them up. It looked like they've never been opened before. So I went up and happily paid the $4 each that they were asking for them. I think I flicked you a message saying, "What the hell have I just bought?"
Yeah, and I had no idea either. Recognised the logos,
yeah,
obviously, but what is it?
Well,
I still haven't found out.
No, I went back to the office because I was actually on my lunch break from the office, and I went back to the office, did a Google search on Japanese PlayStation 2 drum game, and it ended up being a Namco release of a game that was a massively popular arcade title in Japan called Taito Drum Master.
Okay, sort of like the Japanese PlayStation version of Donkey Kong drums.
Kind
Is
of.
that the GameCube one?
Very similar. And opened up one box. One box was just the peripheral, so it was just a set of drums with the sticks. And the other box was supposed to be a drum with the sticks and the game. However, the game was missing. But I got a cool hookup from, I think it was Ryan Floors off the boss level page. He hooked me up with the game for it, so I've now got the full set. It cost me
Awesome.
$8.
Isn't the artwork really, really cool on those boxes? Like, even the Japanese releases of any game, the artwork seems to be so much cooler than what we get here.
And it always has been. Like, it's the same on the PlayStation stuff, it's the same on the Mega Drive stuff, it's especially the same when it comes to the Nintendo stuff back in the early 90s.
Yeah. I had a bit of luck also this week at our United Video. They were selling off their PlayStation 2 games, so for $4 each, picked up a few, leaving all the sports titles and SingStars behind.
Yeah.
Shadow of Memories. Now, I can't say this, but it's a Capcom game. Onimusha? Onimusha.
Oh, I know the one. That's a brilliant game.
Yeah, they look really good. Worms 4 and Yakuza 2. That's probably said wrong as well, but that's
Yakuza.
a Sega release. Yes, and that's a Sega game. Good game. Had a bit of luck there, and also, where else did I get some luck? Oh, PlayStation. Got a box full of PlayStation stuff. Most of it was all gameless, though, by the time, so I've got about 50-odd PS2 cases, but that's all good.
Now, only because of my envy in the Dreamcast pickup, because I've been wanting those titles myself for a long time, I'm going to call it and say you win this month, or this week.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
And because I know that was an intentional pick for you that you were working on for a while, whereas mine was purely a stroke of luck on something that I wasn't looking for and had no idea what I'd actually purchased.
I must say, though, your pick would look better on the shelf. Oh, actually, that's a lie. The full Resident Evil set looks great together.
Yeah. Awesome. Well done, bro.
Woohoo!
But while we're talking about picks, I got an amazing parcel in the mail this afternoon.
The never-arriving parcel.
Yeah, if you've
It's
listened
taken about
to...
6 months to get from tomorrow.
I was going to say, if you've listened to every single episode, I think I've alluded to this mystery parcel from Timaru that I'll be waiting on.
Yeah, look, New Zealand Post is just really shit these days, and that's why it's taken 6 months to get here.
However, I've just cracked open the top of the box, and it looks like it was worth the wait.
Should be.
Now, I did tease that I was going to open this box live on the show this week, so I'm going to go ahead and say what I've got in this box. What have I got here? A stack of Master System cartridges. What have we got? Wonder Boy and Monsterland. Rescue Mission. And by the looks of it, I've got a cover and a book for that one as well, but no case.
I had no spare cases.
That's alright, I've got a stack of spare cases. So, I've got a complete. Wonder Boy 3. So, I've got 3 Wonder Boy titles so far. Oh, and a beauty, Marble Madness. That's an awesome game, that one too.
I knew you really wanted a rescue mission, because remember I had that run of bundles, and I was always getting a rescue mission in them, and I've still got a stack of cartridges of rescue mission, actually.
Yeah, I think the one that I keep on getting is the Ninja.
Oh, that's such a difficult game.
But it's one that comes up every single time I buy a bundle for some reason. Alright, what else have I got here? I've got a Mega Drive game, and it looks like a case and cart, and you know damn well that this one's going to excite me because I'm a wrestling nerd. Super WrestleMania on the Mega Drive.
Hell yes.
And it's got all my favourites on there. Ultimate Warrior, British Bulldog. I remember playing this game. I used to go and hire it out as a kid.
Yeah, really similar to Steel Cage Wrestling on Master System. It's really good.
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm going to crack that one on. Now, what have I got here? PlayStation 2 games. And I see you've definitely catered to my taste in music.
You know it. Only the best for my fit.
Yeah, SingStar 80s. and High School Musical Sing It. Which,
I knew you wanted that.
now, funnily enough, I think I've got almost the whole set of SingStar games, and I didn't have High School Musical.
I've just completed your PS2 collection.
I'm not sure if I've got SingStar 80s either. I have to have a look. I don't tend to crack open the SingStar games very often.
I knew the 80s game, the 80s songs is what you'd love the most, so...
I'm a retro guy.
I was being thoughtful.
Yeah. Right, what have I got a stack of? Are these Tunics? No. Hanamex cards.
Yeah, I think... Are they two different systems? Because I don't know. I don't know enough about that old stuff.
Oh, no, it's Tunics. Now,
You need to get
okay.
that console.
I
You
think...
need to get the sign.
Now, I think the two consoles are cross-compatible.
Now, this is a sign. You need to buy that one on Trade Me at the moment.
I know, because I've been watching it, and it's an amazing price too. I think it's sitting at $25 at the moment.
Yeah.
A
but
Tunics in box, and it looks pretty tidy.
won't be there after people listen to this, so will it?
No. Okay, what have we got here in the Tunics games? We've got Brain Quiz, Super Gobbler. Okay, I'm going to move on before I start making jokes. Alien Invaders. Escape, which looks like a Pac-Man knockoff.
Probably is.
And Soccer. Or for those in America. Oh, those in the UK. Football. Awesome. I love my old school stuff too, like the really old stuff. Alright, moving on. I've got another Dreamcast controller. Now I have 4.
I knew you needed it.
I did. So I can now fill all my portholes.
At least your portholes work.
Oh, cool. An Atari controller.
I don't have an Atari, so no use to me.
Yeah, and I've got a few of them, so that's awesome. Just have a quick look. Wonder if it's a genuine one, because there's a few fakies of these, eh?
Yeah, no, I can't tell. Is it a good condition one?
Yeah,
I'm not
and it's
sure.
a genuine one.
Oh, fuck. Well, there you go. Awesome.
Now, this one here is cool. Sega SJ200. And for those that don't know what an SJ200 is, it is a original Sega controller for the SG1000 or the SC3000.
And you've got one of them.
I've got one of each of those.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And what have I got? Cassettes. Music editor for the Sega Grandstand SC3000. Sprite editor. This is actually really cool stuff. City Lander. And file system. That one doesn't sound quite as exciting. And they're all tapes for the SC3000 Sega.
Yeah, would you call them complete, since I've got the wee sleeve in case?
They would be.
Be hard to find these days. Rare.
Yeah, rare. Oh, I'll put those next to my Commodore cassettes. Alright, and a plug-and-play unit.
Yeah. That was a joke, I'm sorry.
What's on it? Have you played it?
Yes, it's terrible. It really is terrible.
Well, my son just got my old plasma in his room. He'll love it.
Oh, there you go. From Uncle Angus.
I'll let him know. Right, and at the bottom of the box is one that I have actually been waiting on since the day you bought that bundle.
Yep. Big red.
Big Red. It is the Japanese Mega Drive 1.
Now, that is my only one as well. I thought I had a double, but the other one was completely bung, broken, and stuffed. So there you go.
Oh, awesome.
Big red.
By the looks of it, it's been modded too.
Yeah, I think it's got a switch on the side, eh?
On the back, yeah.
Yeah, I've got no idea what it does. I haven't plugged it in or tested it.
Yeah.
It may take you back to the 80s, as far as I know. I've got no idea.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Awesome, thanks, bro. That was worth a 6-month wait.
Yeah, New Zealand Post is really, really bad these days.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it finally got there.
Now, I'll tell you what, I had a bit of a thought this afternoon while I was staring at this box, trying my hardest not to open it up. I was watching a YouTube video about a couple of months ago, and it was, I can't even remember whose channel it was, but he did this thing where he basically, if anyone was keen to do random mystery swaps, he would...
I've seen this.
Yeah.
On one of the channels I watch. Is this the one they send the box to collectors, and if you want something in the box, you take it out, but put something else in the box?
That's the one.
And send it to the next trader or collector?
That's the one.
That is such a cool idea.
Well, I was thinking, maybe we should look at doing something like this as part of the show.
I reckon that would be a great idea.
So, what we should do is we'll get together all of our double-ups and get someone to tweet us. We'll use the hashtag account, tweet, or even our own personal ones, tweet at EvilCard or at FidMcAwesome. Make sure you use the hashtag Bits of Awesome so we know what you're talking about. And I reckon we'll send a mystery box to somebody, but they have to then fill that same box back and send it back, and then we can open it up on the show.
Yep, I think that's an awesome idea.
So the listener will get a box of random awesome, and we get a box of random awesome each, and we're happy.
Yep, I think that's a good idea. 1 for 1, so whatever we put in, you know... Oh, no, let's change that a little bit, because what if we put in a whole lot of stuff that whomever wants it has already got it, so they get our box, and then it's a box of disappointment, because it's doubles. Let's think about this. We'll work it out for the next show.
If anyone's got any ideas, tweet us.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll try and work out the system, because it'll be cool to get some random mystery stuff to...
Or should we start it... Maybe it's something we ask in the boss level forum, and it starts in Auckland and gets sent down the country with collectors taking out, putting in.
That could be good.
And then, so by the time it gets to the likes of Ryan down in Invercargill and, is it Matthew down in Galway, there'll be a completely different box than what left Auckland.
That could be cool.
That's a good... Yeah, look, we've just come up with a really good idea.
Yeah. This is why it's worth listening to the Bits of Awesome podcast.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what as well, if you're a retro collector in New Zealand, jump on Facebook and check out Boss Level. Look it up, I think it's Boss Level Community. Once you find it, it'll say the BLC on the header. If you're a serious-ass retro collector, definitely check it out, and then you can join in on this fun.
Yep, damn straight.
Anyway, it must be time for us to jump into the business.
Let's do it.
Press start.
Right, our top 5. Now, how are you choosing your top 5?
Now, I thought about this long and hard. Mine is a mix of what I consider good games, and I think I can justify why. But my main influence, I believe, is nostalgia as well.
Yeah.
Because I actually went and played one of the games, and I was like, yeah, if anyone, like New School or whatever heard this, I'd be like, you fucking dick. So, yeah, mine's probably pretty much fueled by nostalgia.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing is I've decided, okay, how do I know that I've picked this game because I think it's a good game, and I'm picking it based on the fact that I will regularly go back to that game.
Yep, same here.
So,
all 5 of mine I can play still now.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, I thought, okay, what old games have I gone back to in the last 6 months and played more than once?
So, number 5.
Number 5. Now, number 5 for me is a tough one. It's one of my favourite franchises, and the only reason it's not up higher is because I have only gone back and played it once in the last 6 months. And that is Resident Evil 2 on the PS2.
Oh, man. You won't believe this.
What?
My first one is Resident Evil 1.
Yeah?
My number 5 is Resident Evil 1 for me.
Yeah.
The minute you said franchise, I'm like, oh my god, we're going to be in the same thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Resident Evil 1.
What was your reason for having it so low?
Kind of the same. I haven't gone back and played it. Certainly getting it on GameCube this week has probably inspired me to want to go back and play it.
Yeah.
But strangely enough, it'd be also the PC version, which I doubt is any different, is why it's in my top 5.
Also, I just need to correct myself. I said PS2, it was on the PS1.
Yeah. Mine was PC, and I played and put so many hours into this when I was a teen, and I picked it up at the warehouse for like $3.99 when I was, must have been high school.
Yeah.
Had to be. Yeah, and I put so many hours into that on PC. I wish I still had it because it was a big box sort of edition as well.
And if I remember
So
right,
on
the
a shelf.
PC version was different, like it had live action cutaways.
Possibly. I can't remember that much detail about it, but yeah, that's my 5.
Yeah, see, with me, Resident Evil 2 was, the way I got it, this is quite a cool story, this, I got to play it something like 6 or 7 months before it came out in New Zealand because my brother worked in Malaysia for a year and a half. And I made a point of going and getting my PlayStation 1 mod chip back then, purely because he was working in Malaysia and could pick up all these pirated games for like $2 a piece.
Oh, hey, funnily enough, I'm holding that GameCube version of that game in my hand right now.
Yeah.
See what I'm doing? A bit of a burn there?
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Actually, the Resident Evil, this one's got a warehouse sticker on it too. Let's see if I can work. $39.99.
That's how much it was new.
Yep, at the Worry.
And that's on GameCube.
Yep.
So it was a fairly old game by the time it got to the GameCube, though.
Yeah, let's have a look at the date on the back of it, if that means anything. Right, where are you? 2003.
Yeah. And I know it was out well before then on every other console.
Yeah, so it must have been a remake of it, right?
Yeah,
Because all these other ones
that's
are-
what the big talk is at the moment, that the remake that's coming out shortly is the remake of the remake. It's the remake.
Jesus Christ.
Although, in saying that, have you seen the shots for it? It looks like they're actually going to do a really good job of it.
Yeah, no, to be honest, I haven't. Been pretty slack lately with keeping up with anything.
Yeah. It looks like survival horror, like true survival horror is coming back. I'm looking forward to playing some good stuff on the PS4.
Yeah, the Evil Within.
The Evil Within looks amazing.
I know, saw a bit of it last night. I'm like, I need it.
Yeah. And PT has just completely put all of my survival horror fandom back into gear.
Yeah, see, I still haven't played it. Okay, this weekend I should do that.
Yeah. But let's go back to some old school stuff. What's your number 4?
Number 4 for me. Now, this was WrestleMania, the arcade game on Sega Saturn.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got the Mega Drive version of it now, but I think the Saturn is better only purely probably because of nostalgia. The game is pretty much the same characters, gameplay's the same, but again, put so many hours into that as a kid. Had it on Saturn, it was amazing.
Wow.
Had to put a wrestling game in there.
Yeah, see, I've got a wrestling game, but it's up a couple of levels. Actually, no, I probably would put it at 4, actually. My wrestling game would be WCW NWO Revenge on the Nintendo 64.
Good game, good game.
I think it was the only WCW game that I played repeatedly, and I still play it.
Yeah, we talked about this last week, I think, didn't we? And that's the first one that had the ring entrances or something? Ring run-ins?
Yeah, but it didn't have any entrance music, which is the only letdown is they never used any of the official music on the game.
Yeah, and it also had factions, which was cool, because they had, like, the Wolfpack and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Yeah, I loved it. And I've actually just played it a couple of weeks ago, so... right.
3.
Number 3.
Now, for me, this was Mortal Kombat Deception on original Xbox.
Mortal Kombat Deception? Why would you choose Deception?
Okay, obviously I'm a massive fan of the originals.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Still don't own Ultimate, but Deception for me sort of changed, or actually brought back that old feeling for me. I hadn't played the Mega Drive or Master System versions of it. Hadn't played any of them probably since maybe Ultimate in the arcade or something until Deception came out.
Yeah.
And for me, it brought back all that old nostalgia feelings. I liked how they had the 3 different fighting styles in it. I like the range characters. I like the side games. Like, it had the Conquest version on it as well.
Yeah.
Which is like you roam around as some guy, and yeah, it's pretty good. Chess, puzzle, combat as well. For me, yeah, it's really good. Really enjoy it. To this day, I could play it almost every week.
Oh, wow. See,
Yeah.
I would have definitely have picked Mortal Kombat Ultimate over that.
Yeah, I love how... Well, yeah, I've never really played Ultimate unless it was at the arcade.
I know
So
somewhere...
I've never owned it on a home console.
Okay, because I was going to say, I know where you can pick up an arcade version of Ultimate.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, it's still on Trade Me Too, and I still really want to buy it. It's just, yeah, I'd love to, but I don't have that kind of disposable cash. But for Deception, Nightwolf's always been my favourite Mortal Kombat character, and he was obviously in Ultimate, yes. He was in 3, and in this, he's on steroids. He's the biggest mofo in that game.
See, I'm surprised that you're saying that he was your favourite as well. I don't think I've ever known anybody to have Nightwolf as their favourite.
Really? Like, I love Sub-Zero, I love all the classic characters, but for me, he was that little bit different.
Yeah.
I love his tomahawks. Yeah, really like Deception.
See, I love Scorpion so much, I've got a commissioned painting of Scorpion above my computer in the office.
Yeah, that's a really, really cool painting.
Yeah. Oh, well. What are we up to? Number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3. See, I'm coming up with these on the fly as well. I have put thought into it this week, but I found it hard putting this all into order. I know what my number 1 is, and that's about it. Okay, number 3. Mario Kart.
What version?
Mario Kart on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, that's yeah. Damn, now I'm regretting not putting any of these Nintendo ones in mine at all, because that is a great game.
Yeah.
I like the Super Nintendo version as well.
Yeah.
In fact, I like all of them. The gameplay in them is all fun.
See, me and the kids still crank out the Nintendo 64 with the 4 controllers plugged in at the same time and have some awesome fun playing that. Like, my youngest son will play that over playing PS4 or the Xbox 360.
Yeah, the N64 is a great console for that. Even my kids love Super Mario, and the 64 version as well. So, yeah, Mario Kart, very, very good choice.
Yeah, well, the thing is, and a lot of Nintendo fanboys are going to tweet me about saying this, but Nintendo is really good at making kids' games.
It's pretty much what they still make.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they're good family entertainment games.
Yeah. All right, what's your number 2, bro?
Alex Kidd in Miracle World.
Ah, snap. That's my number 2 as well, bro.
Yeah, the game itself is just so awesome. Now, in the boss level forum the other week, they had that high score challenge. I didn't get a chance to play it that week, but also, Sega people are going to hate me for this, and I hate myself actually because I've put so much hours into it. I've never finished the game.
You've never finished it?
Never.
I used to come home from primary school because we had the Master System when the Mega Drive was popular.
Yeah.
So, and I used to race home from school to beat my brother home and play Alex Kidd start to finish almost every day because I had to finish it, because if I left it paused with the TV off, my mum would walk past, see the machine on, bitch about the power and turn it off. So I'd have to play it start to finish.
Yeah, like, without a lie, it was probably about 2 months ago, the last time I played it, and I got the furthest I'd ever been before, and that's only just the end of the castle.
Yeah. Talking about that boss level tournament that we got going on, I haven't had a chance. Like, I had full intentions when I signed up for it, but I've been up in Auckland like every weekend for the last 2 months. Yeah,
and as listeners probably know, I've been working 2 jobs at the moment too, so it's been really hard to get good game time.
Yeah.
Because California Games was another one of the games that were on there the other week, and I love that game. I reckon I could have almost topped that score, whatever it was, but yeah. But Alex Kidd, great game. Obviously came out on the Master System too.
Yeah.
Also, it was released as a cartridge, but I just love it. The game itself's great. It's fun. I can still play it now and have fun and still not pass it. So
Yeah.
that's number 2 for me.
And I'm almost going to guarantee, I think me and you have both got the same number 1.
Yeah, I reckon we do too.
Yeah. Alright, my number 1?
Yep.
Street Fighter 2.
Yep, mine's Super Street Fighter 2 on the Mega Drive.
Yeah, I was tempted to go with Super Street Fighter because Super Street Fighter was an amazing game, and I'm still yet to actually own that game. But it all started for me with Street Fighter 2 on the Mega Drive.
Yep, I remember my uncle hiring a Mega Drive when I was really little. I think I had a Master System at the time, and he had Super Street Fighter 2 hired out as well. I remember me and him playing on it in front of my granddad, and we were playing on Guile's level with the crates. I was Ryu. I'm always Ryu.
Yeah.
He was Guile, and I smashed him through the crates, and I was like, yeah, we broke the crates. And my granddad went batshit, like, you boys better not fucking break anything, because they'd hide the machine out, so they were like,
Yeah.
they thought breaking the crates on the level had actually broken the game. So funny.
See, I used to hire out both. First, it was Street Fighter Championship Edition, and then it was Super Street Fighter when that came out. I used to hire that and the Battle Station 2 controller.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we used to have mean battles on it. And ironically, it's quite funny. There's a couple of guys in the forum that we're both members of, Boss Level. One guy in particular, I found out long after me and him sort of struck up a friendship. He grew up in the same town as me, and he used to hire out exactly the same thing. So we both are now accusing each other of being that asshole that we'd have to wait at the video shop for, and say, "Oh, hurry up and bring it back! I want to hire it."
Oh, good stuff. Yeah, I'm lucky enough to have Super Street Fighter complete for Mega Drive in my collection as well.
Yeah, I haven't got that yet.
It's such an iconic fighting game. Yeah, I can still play it now and still not get bored of it. It's just great.
I would be happy with even owning a loose cart of Super Street Fighter 2.
I think someone on the forum has one. I'm pretty sure I saw it go for sale once, but they then didn't sell it. I think.
It's one of those games like Street Fighter Championship Edition and Super Street Fighter. Neither of those games are rare, but they hardly come up for sale because everybody's sort of got a passionate, close connection to those games.
Yeah, I think with Special Champion Edition, that is quite common. Super Street Fighter 2 is a little bit harder to find.
Yeah.
You're right, that especially Special Championship Edition. Geez, I'm struggling to talk. That, you know, everyone holds on to it because it is one of those must-have games.
Yeah, if I remember right, back in the day, it was ridiculously priced as well. Like, I can remember going into Decca back in the day, and it being like well over $100. I think it was even like close to $180 or something for that game.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. I love the artwork on it as well.
Yeah, there was one of the few games that came out in New Zealand that had great artwork on it.
Yeah, true.
And the artwork's even better on the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah, I think I've got the Jesus Christ, Camicon? What
Yeah.
the fuck was I going to say?
We were thinking about Super Street Fighter again, Cammy.
Yeah, I was actually. The Famicom version, and I've got a complete copy of that.
Yeah.
Interesting thing about the bosses having different names in Japan than they did America.
Yeah.
well.
There's a really good documentary on YouTube. It's actually on Capcom's official YouTube page too, and it's called I Am Street Fighter, and they sort of go into explaining a lot of reasons why all the names are different and things like that. A brilliant doco though, if you ever want to watch that.
I'm going to check that out. Now, can you remember not that long ago that Street Fighter, what was that? It was on, what was it? And Ken was wearing a wig. What the hell? It was a mini-series.
That was actually really good. What was that called? Street Fighter Fist of something or other?
Yeah, Fist Fury, no. Oh, fuck, I can't remember. Like, you really, really liked it, didn't you?
I enjoyed it. I watched the entire series in one night. It was cheesy as hell.
Yeah, I couldn't get over that. Like, for me, I don't know, in my head, I think I take the game way more seriously than that, so I couldn't watch it. I was just like, what the hell?
If you ever want to feel better about watching that,
watch Jean-Claude...
yeah, go watch Jean-Claude Van Damme's Street Fighter the movie, then watch it, and it'll be a brilliant movie.
I don't think the Street Fighter movie was that bad. I think I'd rather the movie.
No. Okay then, how's it? Go and watch the anime movie that came out in the mid-90s. That is brilliant, because you get to see Chun-Li's boobies.
Oh. I'm dialing that into YouTube as we speak.
It was that was actually a really good anime. I loved that. I wasn't much of a manga fan as a kid, but I loved that movie.
Yeah. I remember also something that I didn't own as a kid. Obviously too poor, I guess. The G.I. Joes, and I saw them once at Decca when I was growing up.
The Street Fighter G.I. Joes?
G.I. Joes, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember standing in that toy shop, holding them,
yeah,
and just looking at them, I never owned one. I'd love to pick one up.
Yeah, I was exactly the same. I used to walk into, we had a warehouse in the town I grew up in, and I can remember going in there and looking at them and considering sliding them into my starter jacket and walking out the door with them.
Did you have a Charlotte Hornets starter cap as well?
No. I had a Mighty Ducks starter jacket and a Chicago Bulls starter cap.
Oh, you're a Bulls person.
Yeah.
Weren't they big in the 90s?
Yeah.
Chicago Bulls and the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, because Jordan.
Yeah, and Orlando Magic.
Oh yeah, I still own an Orlando Magic starter jacket. I picked it up at an op shop a couple of years ago, and it's mint.
Oh, you find some good shit at op shops.
I tell you what, I'm gonna Instagram a photo of that. If you want to check it out, it'll be on my Instagram and on my Tumblr account.
Yeah, definitely. Must see.
I'll tell you what, I'll also Instagram a pic of all the stuff that you've sent me as well, especially this beauty of a Mega Drive that I've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah, man, do so. Enjoy it too.
Alright, before we sign off, bro, do you have any honourable mentions of other games that you really wanted to put on the list, but you only had to choose 5?
Yeah, probably the first Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah?
Yeah, on PlayStation, the original PlayStation. Remember playing that pretty hard out. Grand Theft Auto 2, but on PC. I think my mate had bought it and lent it to me. That, took a bit of time. Sonic probably as well on Master System is another one I put heaps of time into. What else? Thinking. Oh, so much. I really don't know. There's so many good games. It was really hard to think of 5.
Yeah, it was.
I haven't counted any N64, so what can I think of from there? Mario Kart, obviously, I enjoy that. Strangely enough, wouldn't be in my top favourite games from learning more about it, Smash Bros.
Yeah.
I've got the 3DS version of that, learning. It's completely different to the fighting games I'm used to, so I'm sort of struggling with the learning curve involved.
I've never played a Smash Bros game ever.
Well, I've got it on Wii, but I've never played it. I picked this up because everyone was going on about it. I don't know. I'm not sold on it yet, to be honest. I think I'm doing it wrong. I find like you have no control over your character. You're just jumping around. It's very weird.
Alright, see, I've got a few honourable mentions, and I have to show Sega more love, because I do consider myself a Sega guy, but 2 of my top 5 are Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive was a game that I put a massive amount of time into, as well as Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles.
Never played Sonic 3 or Sonic Knuckles. Need to get them.
Another Nintendo 64 game that I absolutely adored, and I still do play it to this day, is 007 GoldenEye.
Yeah, that would probably have to be, if I was to do a top 10, would be in there, because I've sunk a lot of time into that.
Yeah, especially the multiplayer. Me and my kids still play Man with the Golden Gun. Yeah,
good.
That's the only rule with the kids that I put in place, is if we're going to play it, we have to play Man with the Golden Gun, because it's so intense, the first person to find the gun, and then you've got to try and kill that bastard.
It is a good game. An Odd Job, I think, remembering him being really small or something.
Yeah.
As well. Oh, yeah, that's a really good game.
What else? Honourable mentions. NBA Jam on the Mega Drive. I put so much time into that. I absolutely adored it.
I know you're looking for a copy.
I am.
Bane has got one at the moment for $20.
And he can get fucked.
Yeah.
That's not a bad price, but I'm not paying him any of my pay packet.
Good man.
Now, what else is there? Honourable mentions. There's a heap. Mortal Kombat 3 and Mortal Kombat Ultimate, I'll have to go into that list. Mortal Kombat 2. Now, Mortal Kombat 1, I had it on the Mega CD, and I played it to death, but I still don't think it was a magical game.
Yeah, see, I played it first on Mega Drive. I've got the Mega Drive versions and the Master System versions and the Game Gear versions. To me, the whole Mortal Kombat series is really, really good. I still can't really pick my favourite out of them.
Yeah.
Maybe, like I said, Deception is obviously quite high up there, which is a bit out of left field. 3 is really good, 2 is really good, 1, it's still, I can't pick out of them. Deception, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go. I'm actually looking forward to Mortal Kombat 10, to be honest.
Yeah, that looks really, really good.
Now, I have a couple of little weird ones as well that I want to chuck in there because it was one of the first gaming sort of experiences I ever had. And it was Qbert on the Apple IIe.
Wow.
Yeah. It was one of the first games I ever played. Montezuma's Revenge on the Apple IIe.
You are really fucking old.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
They just happened to be the first experiences I sort of had with gaming. My eyes opened and I was like, wow, these boring things that get used to type things on can actually be cool.
Yeah, now I'm thinking of like all those old titles like Jazz Jackrabbit.
Yeah, that was an amazing game. I love that game.
Yeah, Chasing After Carrots. That was one that I remember quite well.
Yeah.
Is it Duke? No, there's a few other ones.
See, Duke Nukem 3D. Duke Nukem 3D was an amazing game.
Yeah, Commander Keen.
Yeah.
Then, just quickly, what, off the top of your head, and it's a good topic, it was in the forum as well, best, worst game?
Best?
Mine's, best, worst game, so your most hated game. Kind of. Best, your favourite game that's terrible.
My favourite game that's terrible? Wow.
The best, worst game. So it's like, not your favourite, because you obviously don't like it, but it's, bad. Mine's Flintstones on Master System. That game is shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. It's, unfinished. It's crap. Like, one of the levels, you're painting a fucking wall. It's just shit.
Okay, I have got one for you. I actually own it, and it's absolutely horrible. And it is Superman on the Xbox original.
Never played it.
It is the most fucking terrible game I've ever played. But in saying that, I can't say it's the best either because I can't go back and play it. I own it.
True.
But I think I've put it in, played it once, just to say that I played the horrible piece of shit and put it back on the shelf. Because I have got a personal rule that if I buy a game, I have to play it.
Yeah, is it notoriously bad, or were you just like, man, this case looks cool, gameplay on back looks cool, chuck it in, oh my god, this is shit?
No, I have to admit that I bought that game purely because I didn't own it.
Yeah.
It was. Do you remember about 6 months ago, maybe?
Yeah, your big stack that you got.
Yeah, I picked up a stack as high as I think it came up to my chest of a combination of Xbox and PS2 games, and it was in there.
Yeah, that was quite a good find. You got that free, eh?
I didn't get it for free. I got it for a trade. There's a guy who owns a junk shop here, and I've been working on the guy for about 2 years. Because he picks up all sorts of stuff. And finally one day he says to me, look, I have no idea how much any of this stuff's worth. I've been trying to sell them for $20 a piece and no one's buying them.
I wonder why that is.
So I got chatting to him. And I gave him some realistic prices, what he'd sell the stuff for. And he ended up telling me like he prefers to trade stuff than sell them. And it was around about the time we were getting ready to move out. We had a shed full of stuff that we were going to bin. And I said to him, I've got this, and this. He goes, I'll tell you what, you bring it all to me, bro, I'll give you all the games.
Oh, Awesome.
So, technically free because all the stuff that I gave him I was going to dump anyway.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah. So there's some amazing scores out there to be had. You just got to be creative.
Yeah, and I think with pickups and stuff, it's going to get better because it's warming up down here in New Zealand. From what I've heard, all the dealers that normally hit the garage sales are away this weekend up in a garage sailing convention in Christchurch or something. So
You're going to be kidding me, right?
Yeah, no, it's true. Apparently or it's like a trade day or something. They must all go up there and jerk each other off or something. I don't know, but it might be a good weekend for me to get out there and see if I can find anything.
Yeah.
Especially after that bastard got all those Resident Evils for $10.
I'll tell you what.
My mother load's waiting out there sometime.
Yeah, see, the best weekend in Hamilton to go garage sailing for anything nerdy is Armageddon weekend.
All the geeks are out.
All the geeks are all otherwise occupied, so you can almost guarantee that anything gaming related or nerd related is going to sit on the shelves at the garage sales.
Yeah. So hopefully our luck's changing. King of Picks, we're going to be talking for like half an hour at a time.
We'll have to do King of Picks specials.
Yeah, exactly. It would be good.
So yeah, things are actually warming up a bit down here as well. I'm actually starting to get phone calls from op shop owners here.
Ooh, the hotline's running, eh?
Yeah, I've gone around and seen a few people, and they're actually starting to call me. I got a phone call the other day from one. She said she had some games there. I went and had a look. They were nothing I needed. They were all 360 games as well. However, her prices are awesome. It's the same lady I picked up that Atari complete game from for $6 or something a couple of months back. And so she had these 360 titles on the shelf, complete. Looked like they've never been taken out of the case, to be honest, and they were only $6 each. So,
oh, good stuff.
So I'm going to be very much going back and visiting that shop because their prices are quite reasonable.
Good man.
I think we've rambled on enough. It's one of our longest shows without having a guest on this week.
Yeah, definitely. It's been good. We're hopefully, and we say this at the end of every episode, because we're like doing this at some stupid hour again.
Yeah.
We need to make them more regular, and we're going to start doing them earlier, I think.
Yeah, just definitely we need to put some effort into that. Also, if you have any ideas of subjects we should talk about on the show, tweet us, or if you're on box level, just holler at us on there.
Yep, definitely do.
And as always, make sure you remember to hit save.
#me.co.nz